Mic check, mic check. Sorry for being quiet. I wanted to check if my sound is okay. So we'll be back testing for the previous week that just passed now. And yeah, going to look at price and look at the reaction of price and the entries that we missed and how we can catch them next time. So as I'm using these vertical lines, I'm using them for this is the daily movement for Monday, daily movement for Tuesday, Wednesday. See, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So we're going to back test each and every day, starting with Monday. So now, just because we already know what the price already did on Monday or for the previous week, we're going to mark our levels. To mark our levels. And potential targets on the day. Mark our levels and potential targets on the day. This is a Monday session. And then we go to our entry point or our entry time frames. Oh, my network is lagging. My network is lagging today, but I'll try to be as quickly as possible because I wanted to backtest USDT, Nasdaq, gold, and Aussie dollar, but the way this network is moving today, I think like I'm just gonna stick to gold, and then yeah, I'll leave it at that, and then next week I will do my analysis on I'll do all my four currency pairs that I trade. So here we normally trade around London session, so I put my time on New York because of the kind of things that I'm looking for in a market. It's time based as well, so we need to use the New York time. So here it's like 9 o'clock South African time. I'm based in SA. It's 2 a.m. It's 2 a.m. in New York. It's called London Open. London Open. It's called London Open. So during London Open, we usually look for a low, and then depending on a bias on the day, sorry, depending on the bias on the day, when I'm looking for a low like this, or when I found a low like this, it says that we need to go to the opposite liquidity. Where is the opposite liquidity? Yeah, we are expecting price to come and move this side. So whether you are following bias or not, but if you get a low during the open of London, and then you have a shifting market structure like this. This is a shifting market structure. This is a shifting market structure. You might not get a full run, but you are at least guaranteed some few pips for that session. You are guaranteed some few pips for that session. So that's how we approach the market usually, or that's how I approach the market usually. So now I'm just going to show my entry points, how I normally enter during my sessions. So here we have a fair value gap that was violated. But sometimes if you are cautious, like you want not really a perfect entry, but you want to revalidate your why you want to take this setup. We can see price came down, it went up, it came down, it gave us a shift in market structure. Some will enter here, I would enter here, but usually I don't want price to take the fair value gap like this. I would rather have it priced to be they don't take at least price it should take the upper part of the fair value gap. So 50% is the threshold for me. And then as prices continue to go up, you wait, and then price went down again, it gives you a confirmation. It went up. When price comes again down for the third time, that's when you can enter. If market gives you an opportunity to enter again. And then you wait for your setup to pan out, and then you take your pips. So uh normally when I get a move like this, let's say I get it in London, I no longer want to take another move on New York. Why? Because I don't know. You have to pay the trader. You have to pay the trader. You have to pay the trader. So my problems when I started trading, it was that I tended to make money, or I tended to hit my profit in London and then lose it all again in New York. So it showed greed on my part that I shouldn't be doing that, but it's fine. We learn each and every day. So here we had a high, and then we had an interim low where we marked ourselves at liquidity, and then we had an intermediate high, and then we took that low. We took that this high, took this low, meaning that now we have a new low. This is a order block. This is a bearish order block. As we break out, you can call this a breakaway gap or a breaker block. This one because it broke this other block. So as price comes back, we don't want market to move below this other block. We are not expected, or we don't expect to see price moving down to take this other block because of if we were to enter here, for instance, if we were to enter here on a 50%, the way I said it, we will put our stop loss right below this other block, meaning that if price was to move against us, it had to take our low first to invalidate our setup. But you can see here price continued to go up, and then it came back, and then it gave us our target. So we also take that. So let's look at another session. Now we are in London. So for instance, let's say I took a profit, I took my profit here on London session, and then now it's New York, and then I see price still moving to my direction. What am I supposed to do? Is like this: I step away from the chart because I've already made my profit here. So usually I target a $10 move, meaning that It is if it's a $10 move and then I'm risking $10 per entry, it means I'm making $100 on my setup. So we need to also practice risk management. So now we are in, let's go to Tuesday. This is my first video, guys, so please bear with me. So here again, here's our London Open. London Open. So London Open, we saw price taking this high. Price gave us a high before. I call this our buy side liquidity because it's where we are expected to move if we don't get our annotations here, meaning our confirmations here. If you don't get a heavily gap, or if you don't get another block, or if you don't get an inversion heavily gap, it means that this will be our next target. If we don't get this, and then we get a sell side liquidity to the downside. So we have a low, a low, a market. And I just like to keep it simple, guys, because I think the reason why it took me so long to become a profitable trader is that I always want to look at extra things, because I think I've watched all the ICT videos that he has made available for us in YouTube. I've downloaded all of them. When he posts a video, I download it the next day, and then I want to study each and everything that he taught us. So that can be a problem sometimes. That can be a very, 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 very big problem, because you tend to forget the things that you know, or you put the things that you know aside, and then you want to concentrate on the new shining toy. And ICT literally told us that if you are using his models and then one of his models is giving you profitability, stick to it. But you know how we are. We we want to make money each and every price swing. So this is another thing that you can use. This is an inversion. This is an inversion. Inversion perfectly gap. Let's put it so that it can be visible. So as price broke, and that's a shift in market structure, you won't see it. You won't see it, but let's remove it for now. Let's remove it for now. You see, price came here and gave us a clear range, came back low, took that low, it took again that low. This is a relatively equal low. So as price breaks this area here, let's return it. This is a shift in the structure, so we need to put it here. I don't know why I've moved it. I don't know why I've moved it. Yeah. So this is a shift in market structure. It shows that price is going. But as we look at this fair value gap, this is a small fair value gap, and price didn't really tap into the fair value gap. So as price goes up, respect the 50% of this inversion fair value gap. You can even measure it to show that this is a 50% area. So to see that I'm not making things up, this is a 50% area. So price reached our fair value gap, our inversion, sorry. Price reached our inversion fair value gap twice. It broke to the upside, closed above, went down, closed above, went down again. As price went down again, I want to show you something. We're in deep discount now. What do we do when we're in deep discount? You see, what do we do when we're deep discount? We enter our longs. Here's our deep discount. You can enter here, target what? buy side liquidity. Why buy side liquidity? Because it is our next range. You see, we need to take this range, and then price gave us that entry. We took that entry. So if you don't want to enter on the deep discount, you can enter here on 50% exactly. It's still an entry. Still an entry. How did we validate our setup here? We saw that price is closing above. Each and every candle that opens, it closes above the 50%. So this shows us that price is looking to move to the upside to clean out this range. And let me show you something that I've learned over time. I didn't just learn it. I've learned over time that some things you need to learn them so that you can become a better trader as you grow. Because I think as a trader you need to back test. If it was according to me, I'd back test each and every day. I'd back test each and every day because I think back testing each and every day or each and every session that you trade, I think it gives you an advantage because um, as much as we struggle to get profitability, some of us, you need to always be on the charts. So you see here, price gave us this is our first run. Price took our first TP, it went up, it came back and then it retested. This is our second entry. It broke our second TP, it came back, it retested third entry. It broke again until it went up. So here, this is our target. This is our target. So I don't like long moves because I don't know how to hold a trade. I'm still learning. I'm still learning how to hold a trade or how to hold a profitable trade because as it's weird for us traders because a person can hold on to a losing trade but they can't hold on to a winning trade. That's something that I don't understand. But I guess it comes with experience because when you're self-taught like me, you have to learn some things the hard way. So this is day number 3. So far, if you have noticed, we only had our entries on London. So far, if you have noticed, we've only had our entries on London. So sometimes I miss my entry because I have a job on the side. So I tend to miss some trades, but I'm gonna try to make sure that at least I take some money out of the market because of we all want to do this full time. We all want to do this full time. So this was a CPI day on Wednesday. Mm. We really didn't have a budget liquidity taken here. Honest like this is a relatively equal highs. Why we call them relatively equal highs? Because they are not so far from each other. See, they are not so far from each other. Back then, when I was a support and resistant trader, I would take this and put it like this, and then put my entry here, and then target the low below. You know, but as you learn and as you gain more experience, you tend to get some things because sometimes maybe you enter here and then price comes back and then takes you out and then goes to your direction. So how can you validate this setup? We can see we have a shift in market structure. This is a shift in market structure. Guys, keep it simple. I try to keep it as simple as possible. I try to keep it as simple as possible. Why? Because like I want these confirmations to become second nature to me. They have to become second nature to me. And then this is a question that I've always asked people that are trading this model of ICT. That how do you know that this is the correct fair value gap or this is the correct fair value gap? And then someone told me that when it's like this, if you're not sure, pull up your fib, take the high and the low. You do it like this. Take the high and the low. And then mark where you are expected to enter. 62, this is a fair value gap. So meaning that if you were to enter on the 62 level, you would enter here, right above the 50%. You would enter here, but your stop loss will have to be right above here, right above here. So that even if price goes up and takes out that 62 level and then it doesn't go down immediately, you know that you have your stop, you like your trade has room to breathe. So you can also do this, pull 75, or even better, pull 79. When you look at this, 79 is right at the top, meaning that 79 gives you a high probability setup. High probability setup. What is a high probability setup? It means that market is likely to go to a direction, but it has to stretch far up to a deep discount or a premium level so that so the price can continue to go down. And remember, where was our target? Our target was here. We don't really concentrate on what CPI did because even here, I would be going against my trading plan because I don't trade on days that has CPI or pre-CPI. I don't because sometimes the market tends to lag. So when it's like this, our entry is very simple. And what do you see on the 79 level? We see, sorry, we see a fair value gap. We see a fair value gap. A fair value gap. Bearish fair value gap. Bearish fair value gap. Bearish fair value gap. See, we have a bearish fair value gap. Or even better, another one would see it like this. Take the high and the low of these two candles. This is what? This is a bearish order block. This is a bearish order block. You see, even if you were to pull a fib, or you were to pull a fair value gap, or you were to pull an order block, price still shows you that I want to go down. Why? Because price is respecting this 50% mark. Price went up. Even I think the fair value gap, the order block one is much better because you have a tight stop and you have a long trade to go to the downside, and then you take your money and then you relax. No. Now guys, I like to keep it simple. I like to keep it simple because I know that I can't hold trades. So if it's like this and then I entered here, I know that okay, here I hold my $70 move, 1 hour 45 minutes, and then I'm done for the day. And then if you see here, if you are greedy, you see that okay, price came back, price took this lows, and then it went up. It got inside this already gap. Even during CPI, it respected this already gap and then it went down. So if you don't have the heart for it, you don't trade CPI. I don't trade big news events because I don't like being in drawdown. As crazy as it sounds, I don't like to be in drawdown because I tend to make some mistakes when I'm in drawdown. Sometimes I take my loss while I did my setup, everything is correct, but I just take my loss and then I be like, you know what? This is just a bad trade. I'm out. That time, it's not even a bad trade. I didn't give trade a room to breathe. So here, I don't see anything on a 5 minute chat because most entries are taken on a 1 minute chat, to be fair. But here, I don't see anything on a 5 minute chat. I don't know that I don't want to come across as a person who thinks he knows everything. Yeah, here now. I don't see anything here. Uh, let's not force it. I don't see anything. I don't see anything here. Mm. And the price moved, it went up. And then even on Friday, market, when I woke up, market was just moving mad and mad and mad. As I was making my highs, I thought I was going to get a 15 market structure like here. Price continued to go up. So yeah, that's it, guys. For we only had three entries for the previous week to backtest because of that is the day where those are the days where we got our high probability setups on a 5 minute chat. Thank you, guys. Till next time, take care.